Welcome, watchers of illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 4th of December, 2025. And yes, I am just talking quickly. Haha. Anyway, Throwdown Thursday, once again. Can't believe it. Another Thursday, 4th of December. Yeah. Marching heavily towards the C word. Anyway, Dead or Alive on the PlayStation today as our Throwdown Thursday candidate. And I hope you're going to enjoy this one. I remember playing this back in the day, and my friend had it, actually, first of all. And we were amazed and amused by the, what you would call them, jiggle physics. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, playing as Kasumi on the left there, you can see what I mean. Look, bouncing away quite happily to themselves. Weirdly, and I'll get this out of the way now, they don't add anything to the game. Which you might find a bit odd, but they don't. It's just boobs. Come on, guys. How old are you now? I mean, when you were like, 15, 16... you might have been a little bit, I don't know, enamoured by that feature. But no. In fact, Dead or Alive, but you can turn it off. You can turn it off. But I thought just for shits and giggles, we'll keep it on. Why not? Yeah, this is a fighting game, as you can see, and Tecmo's sort of first foray into the fighting genre as well. Because before that, they'd done sports games, and they weren't doing overly well. And then they bought out Dead or Alive and started doing quite well. Coincidence? I don't know. But let's get stuck into the game, shall we? So, as you can see, it is a 3D fighter, which is cool. And it's actually really easy to pick up and play as well. It's got no sort of complicated control system or anything like that. But we'll go over that shortly. But look at the backgrounds for a start. We've got that really nice sort of field of corn in the background. And there was the sun going down. There we go. That's really pretty. I like that. But the fighter animations, excluding the obvious, are actually pretty good. And I like the fact that this is a solid fighting game as well. You don't have to rely on too many special maneuvers to win, if that makes sense. So you haven't got like 600 button combinations. I know there are combinations in the game, for all you people that are about to moan at me in the comments and say, combinations. But there is. But you don't need to know them to play the game, efficiently. And the other thing, which is quite nice, is that you can choose costumes as well. So each one has either 3 or 4 different costume slots, and you can choose through them. Especially if we get beaten, which I'm probably going to do quite regularly through this, because I'm not very good at this game. But there we go. But this one spawned a lot of sequels. I think we're on Dead or Alive 6 at the moment. Maybe 7? I think 6, I do believe. But yes, we will go through as many as we can. I know we've got the Dead or Alive 2 on the Xbox. That'll be a nice one to check out. We've also got some of the Tekken games that I haven't played yet, I think. So yeah, Throwdown Thursday is a feature that's going to be long going. I'm Fighting Vipers, that's another one. I've just suddenly thought of that, I don't know why. And Virtua Fighter, of course. So we've got lots of things to do. And if you've got your favourite sort of fighting game, drop it in the comments, and there's a very good chance I'll look at that for you on a Throwdown Thursday in the future. So there you are. Anyway, yeah, so back to this. The animations are very cool. I've lost already, look at that. So you can see up and down, costume select. We'll go with Tina, because she's quite cool. And she is the daughter of Bass. Or Bass. It depends on which way you want to spell it. I mean, it's B-A-S-S, which to me is Bass, but also Bass. But a bass is a fish, and he doesn't look like a fish. He looks like a big Hulk Hogan wannabe. Anyway, Tina is also a wrestler. So, as you can see here, nice Death Valley driver there. But there we are. Again, with the really nice looking backgrounds. I mean, you've got to remember this was PlayStation. This wasn't PS2 or anything like that. So having pretty backgrounds like that was quite nice. The gameplay is quite cool as well, because you can actually ring out on this. So if you do chuck them out of the ring, then they explode. I don't mean they literally explode, but there's an explosion that sends them about 20 feet into the air, and then they come diving back down onto their heads. Not something you'd really want to be doing in real life. Thankfully, we can do these things in video games because we can. So, oh, nice leg drop there. Right, there, that was quite cool, like that. So yeah, you can punch and kick down opponents. Come on, Tina, steady on. Which is quite a nice feature. Not that feature, the fact that you can attack them on the ground. That feature, not the in-your-face bobble wobble jiggle jaggles. Yeah. So there you go. as a fighting game, it is solid. Really, really good game. And it's 2-player, so you can play against your friends. You've got a lot of options as well. You've got arcade attack, you've got battle, you've got kumite, which is weird because I was just watching, was it Kickboxer or Bloodsport? It was one of the two that has the kumite. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yes. Great film. If you haven't seen it, the original, by the way, not the remakes, because they suck. So, the computer can cheat. I'll just let you know now that sometimes you can put up your best defenses and the computer will just wipe the floor with you. But that's, you know, common practice in fighting games, I find. Even Street Fighter had that little issue. But it could be the fact that you've got certain fighters that are good against other fighters. Some fighters will kick you in the face and you'll lose almost half of your hit points. Or, you know, it's... Ow! That's not nice. So the other thing is, if you change your costume, then your opponent will also change their costume. Let's stick another costume on Tina and you'll see what I mean. So that's quite a nice feature as well. I like that. Once you've beaten the game once, then basically you can unlock a new set of config and you can play around with that as well. So there are unlockable things to do. Not sure why Tina jogs around in a circle before she fights. I mean, if you turn your back on your opponent, you're fair game as far as I'm concerned. But there you are. But yeah, you can see my opponent is now in his extra costume as well, which is quite cool. Tina's got a devastating enziguri kick there, so that's rather cool. She's got a good moveset as well. So, but yeah, the animations, the backgrounds, the attacks, everything just works so well on this. There you go, there's the explosion. And now we got him again. There we go. Oosh. Lovely. But it's a fun game, you know, and that's the thing that counts for me. Jiggle physics, turn them off. It makes no difference to the game whatsoever. Unless you want to be an utter pervert and just see them jiggling around in front of you, then you can turn that feature off and you can have normal boobs there. And that includes the men. So there you go. Anyway, on to the sound of the music. The music's very good. It's very action-packed, as you might imagine. And then you've got all the different sound effects as well. You haven't got the sort of silly words for all the different moves. Street Fighter, I'm looking straight in your direction. This is completely Japanese as well, so you don't get any of the English. Considering that Tina and Bass are supposed to be United States fighters, they both got Japanese voiceovers. This guy's a real pain in the arse. Never underestimate the elderly. That's all I'll say on that. Anyway, let's kick it up one with Bass. Bass in your face. Exactly what it is. Yes, bass in your face. What you gonna do, brother? Yeah, so there you go. Hulk Hogan in a cowboy outfit, basically. Weird. Anyway, yeah, sound of the music. The music's fantastic. Very, very good. Pumps, it just gets your blood pumping and gets you in the mood for a good fight in game. And he's kicked my ass already. I didn't even land a hit on him. Oh, you ancient bastard, you. Anyway, oh, there we go. Brainbuster, lovely. Still. There we go. So Bass has got really powerful kicks to the face. If we can hit him one more time, we should be able to knock this clown out. Bloody hell. Stop it, you old git. There we go. Oh, and have one of those for good luck. Anyway, yeah, controls. Nice and easy on the controls, and I like it. No shoulder buttons to worry about, which is cool. So you've got square, which will reverse, or will sort of negate your opponent's attacks, but you've got to time it right. Holy shit. Oh, he's kicked my ass again. And then you've got punch, kick, and you've got sort of high punch and like medium punch. And then you've got a big kick, which you can do as well. Tapping the forward button will get your character to run, and then you can combine that with an attack as well. So you can do like a drop kick or something like that, which is nice. But like I said, there are combinations. You can set characters up for different sort of combos. I think there's a training mode as well, so you can go and test those out yourself. And I do believe the game actually gives you those combinations to try out yourself. So you just check out on the menu, and then you can practice until the cows come home. It's a really strange saying. Anyway, so up and down, left and right to move your character around. If you double tap up or down, if you press up, you'll jump. But you can move yourself around the 3D arena by tapping your buttons, which is cool. I like it, and it's responsive too. In fact, it works really nicely. So there we go. The playability of the game is absolutely on the money. Now, considering this was an arcade game as well, it came to the Saturn as well, but the PlayStation is actually the better version. Ooh, controversy, but it is. And that's a well-known fact. But the Saturn version is not terrible at all, but the PlayStation just edges it slightly. I think it's got some extra characters and a couple of extra modes as well, which just edges it over the Saturn. But it's one of those games that if you say what's Dead or Alive, people remember it from the girls. Obviously, they had their fun in the sun, literally, with beach volleyball or extreme beach volleyball 1, 2, 3, and 4, and yeah, I have checked that out on the Xbox, but it's a bit of a weird one because got flagged for copyright with the songs, so it sort of removed a lot of the soundtrack stuff. I think half of my review had gone with it, so I might relook at that one down the road and just cut the music out, and we'll just have a look at it for what it is. Anyway, there you go. Replay value on this is incredibly high, and I think if you're a fighting fan, you're going to get stuck into this, and you're going to enjoy it. Lots of combos to learn, lots of attacks to do, and, you know, like I said, you can play 2 players, so if you've had a hard day at work, get a friend over and kick the shit out of them. On the game. You understand. You understand. The game. Yes. Anyway, so that's about it for this Throwdown Thursday. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed bringing it to you. And look forward to next week's, because I ain't got a clue what it's going to be yet, but I'm sure it's going to be a thumping great game. Yeah. But I want to hear from you in the comments. What's your favourite retro fighting game? And it might get featured if I haven't already reviewed it. Then yeah, I'll have a look at it and I'll pass judgment. And then you can enjoy. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, folks, and I will see you again, hopefully tomorrow, with something else for you to look at. Until then, you know the drill. You keep it retro, and as usual, yeah, it's bye for now. Bye-bye!
はい、次の人。
Welcome, stranger, I know why you're here. You remember games from the yesteryear. Games with pixels and that bleep bloop sound. But boy, they were the very best games in town. We light up the night, neon dreams in our eyes. Arcade machines whispering low. Pixelated worlds where we all come alive. Level up high, let the good times flow. Joystick in hand, where we live in the past. High scores and laughter, we're making it last. With every coin drop, we're forging a bond. In this pixel paradise, we'll always respond. Welcome to the Retro Gaming Club, where the 8-bit dreams never fade away. Gaming to the beat of our favorite tunes. Let's play till the dawn, we'll never lose. Neon lights shining, we're lost in the glow. In the Retro Gaming Club, let's go, let's go. Flashback to battles, we'll play side by side. Power-ups and hearts, love in disguise. We'll race through the levels, collect all the coins. In this timeless adventure, we're waiting to join. Crashing 8-bit beats, igniting the night. From pixels to dreams, we'll take flight. With every button pressed, our spirits ignite. In this retro wonderland, everything feels right. Welcome to the Retro Gaming Club, where the 8-bit